Good morning, Boli family. My name is William. I'm so excited to see you all this morning. If you are as excited as I am, give me a high five emoji down below in the live chat room. All right, so let's prepare our heart for the worship.
You
I hope you all had a great time worshiping God. Before I start sharing today's cultural responsibility, I want to do a little review from the last 3 weeks. One of the reasons I love Boli's cultural responsibility so much is that it's like Boli's DNA, and they're so short and they're easy to remember. So this way, I'm able to apply in my daily life. Today, the cultural responsibility I want to share is I am responsible for the atmosphere. And I want you to say it out loud with me. I am responsible for the atmosphere. So, what is atmosphere and why am I responsible for it? Have you ever been in a meeting that was so dreadful and you just want to be over with? Or have you ever been in a church that for whatever reason, whether it's the lights too bright, the sound's too loud, you don't know the song that worship leader is leading, and then it's just so boring for you and you just want to be over with? Or you ever been in an argument with someone, the air in the room is so tense and it could almost suffocate you. I believe we all be in a situation one way or the other. And then the situation is so weird and you just want to get out of it, or we don't want to have nothing to do with it. In Matthew chapter 5, it says that we're called to be the light and the salt of this world. I think this verse captured the concept of what the role of the Christian should be. And I am responsible for the atmosphere is how to, in order for us to apply this verse in our daily lives. By being responsible for the atmosphere that you're in, it doesn't mean that just bring the positive or happy vibes into the situation, but instead, it means to manifest the presence of the Holy Spirit and let it take control of the situation and bring God's peace and joy into whatever the situation that you're in. Have you ever stand next to somebody at church, that person who is so passionate into worshiping God, and by standing next to the person that you feel like you're being infected by the passion of that person? Or have you ever been in a meeting that you're so nervous and so fear that you couldn't focus until somebody cracks a joke that brings the atmosphere? Or have you ever been in a meeting that you're just so nervous about that you couldn't focus on, and then you drown your own fear until somebody cracks a joke that relaxes the atmosphere, and then you can focus on your presentations and have had a great meeting? It is so important for us Christians to be aware of the presence of Holy Spirit and take responsibilities of the atmosphere, especially now more than ever during this pandemic. This past week, Governor Newsom announced that all non-essential businesses need to be closed again due to the rising cases of coronavirus. This announcement makes the tough situation even worse, and you might feel the tunnel of this pandemic will never end. Knowing this news, it is so easy to walk into my Monday team meeting feeling down and fill it with negative comments. Knowing this news, it is so easy to walk into my Monday team meeting feeling down and fill it with negative comments. And it is so easy to fall into a victim's mindset. And this is exactly what happened for the first part of my Monday meeting. So I stopped complaining. Instead, I focused on what can we do to resolve this hardship that we're going to face this week. Sooner than I thought, my team was able to come up with so many great suggestions and solutions, and everyone left the meeting feeling so pumped and ready to tackle this week ahead. Having my lesson learned this week, I'm sure the Holy Spirit will remind me once again and again that I am responsible for the atmosphere. I want to encourage everyone that despite of your situation, that God is always in control, and I am responsible for the atmosphere. Whether it's at home, at school, or at work, I am responsible for the atmosphere.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on everything that we're doing, you can follow us via social media right here. Or if you want to give your tithes and offerings online, you can click this link right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. We'll see you next time.